Simon Cowell cries after Filipino Elvis stuns America. Emotional AGT golden buzzer moment. The audience at America's Got Talent sat buzzing with excitement as the next contestant walked timidly onto the stage. A skinny teenage boy in an oversized leather jacket, his shoes worn and hands trembling, squinted nervously under the bright lights. "Hi there," Simon Cowell said, glancing down at his notes. "What's your name, young man?" The boy swallowed hard, his accent soft but clear. "My name is Rico Santos. I'm from the Philippines." His voice cracked slightly, betraying both fear and humility. "And what will you be doing for us today?" Simon asked, expecting the usual nervous karaoke hopeful. "I'll be singing," Rico said. "An Elvis song. For my dad." Laughter rippled softly through the audience, some curious, others skeptical. A Filipino Elvis impersonator wasn't exactly what America expected to be amazed by. Simon raised an eyebrow. "Okay, Elvis," he teased lightly, "let's see what you've got." Rico took a deep breath, closed his eyes, and pressed the mic to his lips. Then, in that moment, something magical happened. The first note of "Can't Help Falling in Love" floated through the hall like a whisper of heaven. His voice, rich, golden, and trembling with emotion, didn't sound like mimicry. It sounded like sincerity. Every lyric carried a story, every breath felt like it came from a place of longing and love. By the time he reached the chorus, the crowd had gone completely silent. Simon Cowell, known for his stoic face and ruthless honesty, leaned forward. His expression softened. When Rico finished, tears glistened in his eyes. He whispered the last line, "Take my hand, take my whole life too," and then the hall erupted in applause. People stood, cheering, some wiping tears. Simon sat still for a long moment before speaking. "Rico," he said finally, voice breaking slightly, "you just took us somewhere very special. Tell me, why this song? Why Elvis?" Rico's eyes filled with tears. "When I was little," he began, "my father used to sing Elvis songs to me every night before bed. He worked as a janitor in Manila, but he always said that music made life richer than money ever could. He wanted me to believe in dreams." He paused, his voice trembling. "He passed away 2 years ago. He never got to see me sing in front of anyone. So, I wanted to sing for him, and for anyone who's ever believed in someone like me." The crowd gasped, some whispering, "Oh my God." A woman in the front row sobbed softly. Simon covered his mouth, visibly moved. He wasn't known for tears, but this time, one fell. "Your father would be so proud," he said quietly. "You didn't just sing that song, you lived it." Then, before anyone expected it, Simon stood up. "You know what, Rico," he said, reaching for the golden buzzer. "This one's for your dad." As his hand came down, the golden confetti exploded above the stage. Rico dropped to his knees, crying uncontrollably. A week later, Rico appeared on a morning show, still humble and wide-eyed. When asked what he planned to do next, he said softly, "I want to build a music school in my town, for kids who can't afford lessons. My dad always said, when you're given a light, don't keep it to yourself." Months later, as the AGT finale approached, Simon Cowell introduced him again. "This is more than a singer," Simon said to the roaring crowd. "This is a reminder that greatness doesn't come from fame, it comes from heart." Rico walked onto the stage again, this time wearing a neatly tailored suit, still holding that same microphone from his first audition. He looked up at the stars painted above the studio ceiling and whispered, "This one's for you, Papa." When he sang, the entire theater stood before he even finished. He didn't win first place that season, but he didn't need to. The world had already crowned him with something bigger than a trophy, love. Donations poured in for his dream school, and within a year, the Santos Music Foundation opened in Manila, providing free instruments and lessons for hundreds of children. And Simon Cowell? He flew there himself for the opening. Standing in that humble classroom surrounded by laughing kids, he smiled quietly and said to Rico, "Your father's dream is alive because of you." Rico looked at him and replied softly, "No, sir. It's alive because people cared." The cameras didn't catch it, but Simon turned away for a moment, just to wipe another tear. In the end, Rico's voice didn't just bring Elvis back, it reminded the world that music, love, and kindness never die. They simply find new voices to live in.